students, one more time I am here with you. In our previous class, we have seen about food, their nutrients, balanced diet, health. Now we will see about hygiene. I hope you all have understood the meaning of hygiene because you all are listening from your grade 1. From the starting of your classes, you are listening this topic hygiene. Hygiene is the science of cleanliness whose aim is to prevent health and prevent the spread of diseases. It is an essential component of healthy living. No one likes to be close to a person who stinks and is dirty. So hygiene is very important to keep yourself good. Keep proper hygiene with yourself. For maintaining the hygiene, practice and promote hygiene in community, school and other places. Some of the ways to maintain hygiene are: wash your hands with proper soap and water before eating food or touching any food items. Similarly, wash your hands properly after going to the toilet and playing with your pet. Washing hands with soap and water remove dirt and germs present in your hand. Students, nowadays you are also listening some things about the coronavirus. Coronavirus is coming. These times you are listening, wash your hands properly. Why they are saying again and again? Because that virus will be killed if you will wash your hands properly. Take a bath daily. This remove the dust and sweat present on your body, and it also make you fresh. Brush your teeth twice a day. So if you will brush your teeth twice a day, then your teeth will be in good condition. Brushing your teeth remove the food particles that are stuck in between the teeth, and they will clean your teeth. Trim your nails regularly. You have listened this term many times. Trim your nails regularly. Keep you and your surrounding clean. You have listened to this nowadays Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. What they are teaching in that? Keep you and your surrounding clean. So students, these are the personal hygienic things which we have seen in this topic today. So if we will be hygienic, if we will keep our body, our surrounding clean, then we will not get any disease. So one more time we will recall this hygienic practice. Wash your hands, wash your hands, take bath daily, brush your teeth twice a day, brush your teeth twice a day, trim your nails regularly, trims your nails regularly, keep you and your surrounding clean, keep you and your surrounding clean. So students, I hope you have understood about this hygiene. Now our next topic is diseases. Anybody can tell what is diseases? Have you heard about these diseases? Yes, I know you have heard about the term diseases, but I want to tell you what is its definition and what is its meaning. A disease can be defined as the condition of abnormal function of a part of the body or the whole body. There are different reasons for occurrence of diseases like deficiency of some nutrients in diet or impairment of normal functioning of body part. Means if in your body is having anything in less amount, any nutrients in less amount, then also you will suffer from the diseases. Diseases may be of two types: communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. How many types of diseases are there? Two types of diseases. They are communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. So communicable diseases in which it will occur by person to person. So we will see the meaning of communicable diseases. The disease that can be transmitted or spread from one person to another is known as communicable diseases. For example, we can see malaria, dengue, plague, cholera, etc. are terms as communicable diseases. These germs can spread through infected food, water, air, insects bites or direct contact with the infected person. The best way to prevent communicable disease is to ensure proper hygiene of your body, food, water and surroundings. So this it is communicable diseases. Now we will see non-communicable diseases. The disease which cannot be transmitted from one person to another, it is known as non-communicable diseases. You can see can't transmit from person to person. It may be occur due to deficiency of nutrients in our diet. It is also known as deficiency diseases. For example, cancer, scurvy, ricket, anemia, beriberi. So non-communicable diseases are the result of unhealthy lifestyle or they may be present at birth. So students, I hope you have understood this topic clearly, that we have to maintain hygiene. If we will not maintain our hygiene, we will not do the practice of hygienic, then we will get diseases. We can easily get diseases. So students, be careful to getting yourself proper. So one more time we will see, to remain healthy we must eat a balanced diet. Regular exercise is an important part of staying healthy. Our body needs proper rest to restore its vigor and energy. A disease is the condition of abnormal functioning of a part of body or the whole body. The diseases are two types, that is communicable disease and non-communicable diseases. Communicable diseases can be transmitted from one person to another. On the other hand, non-communicable diseases cannot be transmitted from one person to another. I hope you all have understood all the topics and you all have enjoyed. Now I would like to give you some worksheet that you have to do. Thank you.